the last 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka's political landscape has been on fire, with Chief Minister Siddaramaiah at the center of a series of accusations. The BJP and the JDS have been relentless, alleging a massive land scam involving illegal allotment of prime plots to the Chief Minister's wife by the Mysuru Urban Development Authority, or the MUDA. The governor's green light to prosecute Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has further escalated the political crisis, with Karnataka today witnessing protests from both sides. The Karnataka Chief Minister has managed to get a breather from the High Court till the 29th of August. Siddaramaiah has now called this an illegal and politically motivated decision of the governor based on trumped-up allegations against him. The battle lines in this case are clearly drawn. Watch how the Chief Minister and BJP battled it out over this entire MUDA face-off.
ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ರಾಜಭವನವನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರು, ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ನವರು, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು ಷಡ್ಯಂತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಮಸಿ ಬಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ದುರುದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
The governor has gone in detail all the papers since last 15 days. He has given time, but the cabinet has not given any clarity. Just they said that you have to withdraw this, and he was making allegations against the complainant. That's all.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Mohan Vishwa, spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka. Also joining the debate, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate in the Supreme Court. Brajesh Kalappa, advocate, joining from Bengaluru. And Tehseen Poonawala, Congress supporter, continues to be with us. I want to ask you, Mohan Vishwa, many issues on which the governor has not given clearance, but this is a fast-track clearance coming in. Once again, the Congress party has alleged that politics is playing out in Karnataka. How do you respond to the Congress's charge?
Navika, very good evening. See, regarding the charges of Congress, they say there is an allegation for prosecution against Mr. Shikala Jolle, who was an ex-minister and sitting MLA. There was one more person named called Mr. Murugesh Nirani. He was an ex-minister and not even an MLA now. And also against S.D. Kumarasamy, who is a central heavy industrial minister. So regarding these three people, if you want me to say, they are nowhere connected. As I said, Shikala Jolle is an MLA and Mr. Nirani is not even an MLA. And when the prosecution, the suggestion came to Mr. Governor 8-9 months back, even then Mr. Kumarasamy was not even a MP, he was not even a minister. Come on, why there is a need to get a permission from the governor to investigate something on them? See, this is basically a diversion tactics. So there is a difference between ordering an investigation against Chief Minister and against an ex-MLA or ex-minister or an MP. So here there is a clear-cut distinction. Who is stopping from them to do investigation against these people? If at all there is something, and this government is in power from past 14 months, what they're doing it, they can do it on their own, just by giving a complaint to either
Tehseen Poonawala, respond to the charges. Are you trying to divert the entire investigation? The fact of the matter is that plots have been allotted to the wife of the Chief Minister, and questions will be asked.
Number one, the Honorable High Court has deferred all prosecution against the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka. And this is something very big, because very seldom do constitutional bodies interfere on a prosecution granted by another constitutional body, particularly the governor. It is very rarely it happens, and the High Court has stepped in. The governor's order gives no reason except it's political. Let me just get to the facts, very basic. The land was allotted to his sister because it was the Chief Minister's wife. It was her brother's land in exchange by who? When the BJP was in government. On that MUDA board, who sits? 2 BJP people, 1 JDS people, 1 Congress person. Why are they not being prosecuted? BJP government, they allot the land in exchange of another land. in 1998 and 2005 when there was BJP government, and now you're prosecuting this chief minister? What nonsense! And the governor has no reason to do it. He doesn't write one line. Just on one complaint that is vaguely removed in our RTI, you decide to prosecute a chief minister. That's why High Court has deferred it. The governor had no defense today, despite Tushar Mehta coming for the governor. No defense on what he said. He couldn't answer one question on what is the illegality. One point the governor couldn't answer. And Tushar Mehta appeared for him. What are you talking about? You want to use governor's office for this politics?
Rajesh Kalappa, is this a question of politics being played out? Once again, the charge is that the BJP wants to destabilize the government. The BJP alleges there's a huge scam.
Navika, as far as Mr. Siddaramaiah is concerned, I've worked with him also. I'm no longer in the Congress party. But I don't think anybody can point a finger at Mr. Siddaramaiah and make any allegation of corruption. Now, as far as the land which apparently belongs to his wife, that was also not given by Mr. Siddaramaiah. It came from her family. And there is, the BJP doesn't make a different claim, nor does any of the opposition parties make a different claim that, you know, this is some kind of dirty deal which has come to his wife, right? And my first, objection to this entire set of allegations is that, if these allegations had come in the first 7 years of anybody marrying a lady, then it would have been a case of dowry harassment if you're going to make a claim on your wife's land first. So a person has no claim over his wife's property. That's entirely her own business, right? And I hope as a woman you'll agree with that. Because if an honest politician like Mr. Siddaramaiah were to, say or take a decision regarding his wife's property, I don't think, as it is, he hasn't amassed a huge amount of, or a huge fortune, and his wife always will feel left out, considering that there are scores and scores of politicians in Karnataka.
You're missing a slight detail here. You're missing a slight detail, Brajesh Kalappa. And the detail, Ishkaran Bhandari, is that one plot gets converted into 14 other plots. Isn't that the detail that very conveniently is being missed out?
No, that is not a problem for this reason, Navika.
That is not a problem for this reason. It's a question to me. Can I answer that? It's a question to me. Can I answer? Navika ji, it's a question to me.
Okay, yes. Ishkaran, please respond.
If I can answer the question to me. Yeah. Firstly, I don't understand how the analogy of dowry comes into it. In prevention of corruption cases, very often the family members get the benefit. That happens daily in courts. So I do not know what this analogy was and how does it help any accused. I'm not talking about this case specifically. If his wife or his children or his parents have property, it all comes under Prevention of Corruption Act. That is the law of the land. Now let us come to the other aspect of this. It's a factual thing. One of the allegations is that the land taken by the authority was lesser in price and the land given was more in price. Is this factual or is this not factual? That will come out in investigation. But if factual, that's a serious allegation to answer. The second aspect which we are discussing here is whether the governor has the power to give the sanction or not. It has been settled by Supreme Court, a 5-judge constitution bench, the exact same question where 2 ministers lesser than the chief minister, the Madhya Pradesh cabinet refused to give sanction on 2 ministers. The complainants went to court, the High Court upheld that, but the governor gave sanction, and when it came to Supreme Court, a constitution bench was sat down for this issue, and it came to a conclusion that yes, when the council of ministers themselves are involved, and I again repeat, that was not for the chief minister, a lesser bias, only ministers in the cabinet,
all right,
then the governor has independent discretion that he has to exercise. So that's the same thing.
The question in the end, Tehseen, is about the propriety. The land, she has the right to get the land. But if the compensation land, number one, is in excess value, the question that is being asked or the investigation that is being requested, if everything was above board, why did Siddaramaiah ji offer to return the land? Sab kuch to theek tha. Why would he offer to return the land? Isn't that also a question that will be asked?
So give the original land back that you have acquired. Look, where was this? Just allow me. Who settled this land? Who settled the land? The BJP government. Who was on the board? BJP people. His wife's land got from her matrical side. How is Siddaramaiah involved? Her brother gives her a land. They take it. They give her another land. BJP government.
Okay.
So take the land back.
Okay.
The land back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, is it just a political slugfest, or is there something to this so-called scam that the BJP is alleging? The matter has reached the Karnataka High Court. Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress argued this matter. Well, it's coming up in court again next Friday. It's all action-packed politics in Karnataka. We'll keep our eyes fixed on this story, whichever way this is going. But for now, we leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on the News Hour. And thank you, viewers, for being with me. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time on the same show, the News Hour at 9. Good night.